Hi everyone, good morning on this beautiful snowy morning. This is Pastor Hannah here, and I just wanted to take a moment to share a little bit of spiritual encouragement with you this morning. I know I might be alone in this, but I personally love the snow. I grew up in Western PA where there was a lot of snow, and I love the beauty of the snow. I love the fun of the snow, of sled riding and the joys that brings. I have a young daughter, so I love that joy of snow, seeing it through her eyes. But one of my absolute favorite things about snow is how it forces us to slow down, how it can cancel even the best of plans and just cause us to breathe and sit maybe with a warm beverage in our hands and watch the beautiful snowflakes fall from heaven. And so I hope today that you're getting a moment just to sit and breathe wherever you are. But today, maybe like me, you were planning to come to church this morning, you were planning for lots of things maybe you were going to do today, and maybe now you have a completely blank calendar day when you look at your schedule today, and that's what wasn't what you planned or anticipated, but now you have this gift of time to breathe, to slow down, to rest. You and I as humans, we were created to rest. We are not human doings, we are human beings that God has created us to be. That's why in the beginning of creation, God creates everything, and then on the seventh day, God rests. That when we don't rest, we somehow think we are better than God because God rests. And so I hope today you're taking an opportunity to rest, even though it might not be how you planned or anticipated, right? We anticipated being together in worship today, and we're maybe missing that connection or that spiritual sense of renewal. And so I'm hoping that this video will offer you some of that connection and renewal today, that you could rest and simply be. One of my favorite verses of the Psalms comes from Psalm 40, where it says, "Be still and know that I am God." And so I hope today you're able to just simply do that, to be still and know that God is God. So I'm going to invite you into a practice today of meditating and focusing on that phrase together. So I invite you to get in a comfortable position, to close your eyes, to focus on your breath in and out, in and out, as gentle as snowflakes falling from the sky. And listen to these words read over you today, focusing on letting your mind calm down for you to be still. Be still and know that I am God. Be still and know that I am. Be still and know that I. Be still and know that. Be still and know. Be still and be still. Be. In the quiet hush of today, may you be still and listen to God's voice speak to you to find rest, to do something that brings you delight and joy, to refresh and renew your heart today, maybe in a way that you never anticipated. Maybe it's going for a walk in the snow, or shoveling your neighbor's sidewalk, or drinking a warm beverage, or reading a book you've always wanted to do, or spending time reading scripture and thinking about what's that one word you really want to focus on for 2025. Maybe it's love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, gentleness, faithfulness, or self-control. To spend time reading some of your favorite scripture passages, maybe like Psalm 40, or another psalm I love to read is Psalm 1. Let me share some of that with you this morning. Psalm 1 says this: "Happy are those who do not follow the advice of the wicked, or take the path that sinners tread, or seat in the place of the scoffers. But their delight is in the law of the Lord. On his law they meditate day and night. They are like trees planted by streams of water, which yield their fruit in its season, and their leaves do not wither. In all they do, they prosper." I love thinking about this psalm and thinking about myself as a tree rooted and planted by streams of water, so that I will yield fruit in season. I'll be faithful to what God is calling and asking me to do, that my leaves will not wither, and that all I do will prosper because it's in alignment with God's will and way for my life. So that's my prayer of blessing to you today, that maybe you picture yourself like a tree planted by the stream of God's goodness and grace and mercy in your life, that you might spend time in prayer and reading scripture, asking God, what do you really want to do in and through me in this new year? How would you use me, and even use the time of today that I didn't realize I'd have How can you use me to be the church, to be your hands and feet today, to maybe write an encouraging note to someone, to maybe help out a neighbor with the snow or bring them a warm cooked meal or some cookies. Maybe you can go play with some kids in your family or in the neighborhood, or give some parents a break who live next to you, or enjoy the delight of the snow with young people around you, or send an encouraging text or email to someone, or pray for someone who God has placed on your heart. How can you be the church, be God's hands and feet today? And I think this is really important, not just today on this snow day, but this week when we think about MLK Day being tomorrow, and we think about Martin Luther King Jr. and his incredible life in pursuit of justice. And when I think about MLK, I can't help but to think about Amos chapter 5, verse 24, that says this: "But let justice roll down like water, and righteousness like an ever-flowing stream." Friends, justice is what love looks like in public. That's what Cornel West said. Justice is what love looks like in public. And so may you pursue justice in your life today and in the days to come, to be thinking about, God, what does love look like in public? How are you calling me to a deeper sense of love and fulfillment and service and meaning in this year? So that's a lot, but I just want to offer and share some of those thoughts today of how you can rest and be still and know that God is God. How you can spend the gift of today reading scripture and prayer, asking God, hey God, what's that one word, one fruit of the Spirit you want me to focus on for 2025 of love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, gentleness, faithfulness, and self-control? And realizing, hey God, how are you calling me to be your hands and feet today? How can I serve and be the church? Even though we're not gathered together because of the snow, how can I love and serve or encourage or pray for somebody else today? How can I be justice, which is what love looks like in public? So I encourage you with these words today. May they bring you a sense of spiritual refreshment and renewal today as you enjoy the snow. And I'm looking forward to gathering back together with you next Sunday, January 26th at 9:30 in person and online. Have a wonderful day and a wonderful MLK, everyone. Praying for you, so grateful for you, and enjoy the snow today. Stay safe and warm. See you again soon.